Hey students, welcome to your third apocalypse video. We are going to do some metric conversions. Now, for metric conversions, we want to remember the particular phrase. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. If you can come up with another phrase, email it to me. I'll give you a few extra credit points. But until I have a phrase, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. That's what we are going to use to remember our metric conversions. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use a pair of stairs. And it starts up tall with the king. Remember, the king's at the top. So King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. These represent all of the metric prefixes. So king stands for kilo, Henry stands for hecto, doesn't is deca, U is for base unit. So this is your base unit. D for drink is your deci, and then C for chocolate is centa, and then M for milk is milla. Kilo, hecto, deca, base unit. This is your base unit. I know it doesn't start with a B, but it's a unit for your base unit. Deca, centa, milla. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Kilo, hecto, deca, unit, deca, centa, milli. Right? Okay. So let's try a couple problems with it. The way the metric system works is just with powers of 10. I only have to divide or multiply by powers of 10, which means I'm just moving the decimal point over in one direction or another. For example, last month the coral grew 5,000 millimeters taller. Millimeters taller. So 5,000 millimeters taller. And then they want to know how much did that grow in meters. So first thing we do is we figure out where is millimeters on our step. And it's right over here because my unit, right there, sorry, I'm trying to line it up. Here is millimeters. This would be centimeters, decimeters, plain Jane meters, decameters, hectometers, kilometers. So what I want to do is I want to go from millimeters to my base unit, which is right here. So this is where I'm going to start. And this is where I'm going to end up. So what we do is we're going to count the steps. So to go from millimeters to just plain Jane meters, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 steps. Now let's think about that motion of up. Not only is it up, but notice it's to the left. So that means I'm going to move the decimal point 3 spots to the left. Well, what decimal point? Well, start with the number 5,000. Where's the decimal point on the number 5,000? Yep, there it is. Now we're going to move it 3 spots to the left. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to insert it right in there between the 5 and the 0. That answer, notice if I put that in there, that answer is going to give me 5. So 5,000 millimeters is the same as saying 5 meters. Let's take a look at this next problem. It's 9 kilometers from Susan's house to the nearest mailbox. How far is it in meters? Okay, 9 kilometers. So we've got 9 kilometers. We want to know how many meters in that. So think about where we're going to start. Kilometers, that's up here. That's this one. That's where we're going to start. Now we want to end up at plain Jane meters, and plain Jane meters is right here. That's my base unit. So this is where I'm going to end. So starting at kilometers and then moving down to meters. Mind you, this M right here, that's not the meters you're looking for. That M right there, that represents millimeters. Okay? The King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk stands for the prefixes. So this is the prefix. This is your unit. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to start at kilometers, and I need to get to meters. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3 steps. Notice when I'm going down, I'm also moving over to the right. So that means I'm going to move the decimal point 3 spaces to the right. So let's take a look at this. If I have 9 kilometers, the decimal point is right there. And what I want to do is figure out how many meters is that. So I'm going to move the decimal point 1, 2, 3 spots to the right. Any spots that doesn't have a 0 in there, I'm going to put a 0 in there. So 9 kilometers is the same as 9,000 meters. Here in America, we do not use the metric system all that often, which is kind of silly, but think about this. Why is this a bigger number? Well, if I have 2 feet, keep in mind that that's 24 inches. The measurement is the same, but inches is a smaller measurement, so I have more inches when I look at the numbers. Okay? Same thing here. Meters is a smaller measurement than kilometers. Kilometers are comparable to miles. Meters, well, think of a meter stick. We've seen that a lot in our classroom. Let's try the next problem. The tree in Latoya's backyard is 7 meters high. How high is it in centimeters? So 7 meters, we want to know how many centimeters is that? Where's the meter spot? Which one on the King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk? What step is the 7 meters going to be on? Is it going to be on this one? It's an M. No, that's right. That's not an M, just a plain Jane M. That M refers to millimeters. Good. This is going to be your base unit right there. See if I can circle it. There we go. This is your base unit. This is where I'm starting. Okay, so I'm starting with meters. And what I want to do is I want to get it down to centimeters right here. And this is where I'm going to end. So you're starting with meters, and what do we have to do to get to centimeters? We have to go down 2 steps. Remember, down is also a step to the right, so that means we're going to go move that decimal place 2 places to the right. So here I have 7 meters. I'm going to take this number. This is where my decimal point is. I'm going to move it 1, 2 spots, and I'm going to fill those spots in with zeros. So 7 meters is the same as saying 700 centimeters. Think you got it? Okay, let's try another one. All right, for this problem, the first thing I want you to do is draw your stairs. On your mark, get set, draw. Did they look like this? All right, next, I want you to label your stairs. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Use the first letters of that sentence. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Did you do that? Did you put the stairs in there? Good. Now, what's that sentence you need to remember? What is it? Good. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Where do you start? At the top, good. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. That's what you're gonna do. Next, you're going to fill in the spots. You've got 6,000 millimeters. They want to know how much of that is meters. Where are you starting and where are you ending? Show me where you're starting. Good. You are starting, see if I can get there. There we go. Here, you were starting in the millimeter spot, because this M stands for this M. And you're going to start at millimeters, and you are going to end at the base unit meters. So to go here, you have to go up 1, 2, 3 spots. If you go up, notice when you go up, that's also going to the left. So that means you're going to move your decimal point 3 places to the left. All right, so I've got the number 6,000. I'm not going to write the unit in there. I've got the number 6,000. The decimal point is right here. I'm going to move that 1, 2, 3 spots over and put a new one in. And so that's like saying 6. So that's what I'm going to put here, and that's my answer. I'm going to display another one. See if you can finish it by the time I'm done erasing. All right, did you draw your step? Did you label your step? Good. Now, you're looking for 400 centimeters and you want to turn that into meters. Where is centimeters? Here it is. Okay, so that's where you're going to start. You're going to start with centimeters. And then you're going to end at your base unit of meters. So centimeters up, 1, 2 steps. If you go up 2 steps, that's 2 places to the right. So if you start with your 400 centimeters, you want to say, okay, here's 400, my decimal point's here. I'm going to move that over 1, 2 spots to the right, and that's going to give me 4. Practice these. We only get better at them if we practice them. Trust me, been teaching for a while. I've seen it all. That is a lie. I haven't seen it all, and I don't want to see it all. I'm not trying to invite that on myself. This is my first apocalypse teaching semester, and I want it to be the last. Wash your hands, people. Please. Remember, I can spy on you, watch you on Alex. So make sure you're watching these videos. It's ridiculous.